Okay, deep breath. See how this works. All right.
Oh, wow.
Don't disappear. All right. Hello. That's not part of our story.
Any administrator know what to do about that? Ah, Gerald knows. We're good. We're going to keep going.
Wow!
All right, we're going to keep going. So we should stop. And
my name is Rose.
And my name is Neo.
We were born in Johannesburg, South Africa.
Oh, this is our mom, Jann. You can't really tell from the pictures, but Jann is not our biological mom.
Our family is an adoptive family.
So our biological ancestors look something like this. Oh, my birth parents are Sutu.
And so mine.
So our biological ancestors look something like this.
Which probably explains why Neo loves to wear blankets.
And might explain why Rosie loves to dance.
The way she... Our family is British and South African.
It's a huge family spread all over the world.
so I come from a very large blended family of more divorces and marriages than I have time now to explain. But the short of it is that I'm not biologically related to most of my immediate family. But we are very close, and many of us are very alike. So much so that my niece Ali, who's here, once declared that our family is living proof that genes fly through the air.
I am like my cousin Tom, and Mom says I have the same sense of humor as my granddad Richard.
My cousin Ali and me are the bakers of the family, and Granddad Ken and me love clothes, and we love to go shopping.
Perhaps because I already knew that genes fly through the air, adoption made sense for me when it was time for me to start a family. I brought Neo home when he was 8 weeks old, and 18 months and a day later, I brought 8-week-old Rosie home. Neo was so thrilled to have a baby sister that he cuddled up to her and smiled, and then he sank his teeth into her cheek and bit her. I believe very deeply that we were always meant to be together, that these children were born to be mine and that I was born to be theirs.
My full name is Rose Charlotte Follett. My full name is Rose Charlotte Follett Turner. My mom named me Rose because my birth mother's name is Palessa, which means flower, Charlotte after my great grandmother, and Follett and Turner are my grandfather's last names.
My full name is Neo Richard Follett Turner. Neo is the name I was given at birth. It means gift in Sutu.
The African pronunciation is Neo.
Richard is my mom's dad's name. Granddad Richard Turner was born in Cape Town. He was a political philosopher. He was killed by the apartheid police in 1978.
He was killed because he believed in the beauty of diversity and multiculturalism.
He was killed because he believed in equality and justice, and he fought against a system that separated and discriminated against people because of the color of their skin.
I'm sad that we never got to meet him.
Granddad Richard is remembered as a hero in the struggle for freedom in South Africa, but part of his legacy is a book called The Eye of the Needle, a guide to participatory democracy in South Africa.
Our other granddad, Ken Follett, also read a book called The Eye of the Needle. Though he didn't know about Granddad Richard's book until he met Granny Barbara.
Granny Barbara moved to England after Granddad Richard was killed. And when Granddad Ken married Granny Barbara, he adopted all her children.
Granny was a Labour member of the UK Parliament for 13 years. Now she just runs the family. She and Granddad love to gather their grandchildren together every summer. Most of the time we don't even think about being adopted, but sometimes people ask questions like, why don't you look like your grandmother? And I say, you don't think we look alike? But I also explain that I'm adopted.
I don't like when people say things like, so who's your real mom? When what they mean is, who's your biological mom? Because my mom is very real. If you want to find out how real she is, just go ask her.
So people say odd things out of the blue sometimes, like we're standing in line at Trader Joe's and the person behind me catches my eye and smiles kindly and says, so where do your children come from? And I want to say, well, they come from here. But I usually just smile and say, oh, we all come from South Africa. Sometimes people tell me how lucky they think my children are, as if I adopted Neo and Rose as an act of charity. But trust me, I am not that nice. I wanted to be a mother so badly, but I knew that my babies couldn't come from here, and that we were going to have to find one another via a different route.
Do I have to wait to go to the bathroom?
Yes, you
do. In our family, we love parties, and we were welcomed with the naming ceremonies in South Africa and England.
We have a lot of godmothers and godfathers.
Two very important members of our family, are Kenneth and Corsi and Rapulana Sepimo, who take their role as godfathers to Rose and Neo very seriously.
Papa Kenny shaved my head according to the African tradition when I was 3 months old, and again when I was 1 year old.
And Papa Kenny took me to get my ears pierced before I was one, because that's the tradition for Susan.
Wait, so what Rosie was just saying, she was going to have to read Neo's part, was that the tradition for Sotho girls is they have to have their ears pierced.
Papa Kenny said, you are not born with a culture, you are born into a culture. And
then you make it your own.
Oh, and then you make it your own. And let's not forget Uncle Andrew.
I'll read that one. Will you read it?
Okay, this is Neo's line, by the way. Andrew was an assistant director on 2 movies Mom made with Papa Raps and Papa Kenny when Rose and me were tiny babies. Then he became Mom's PA, Right now, he is in South Africa finishing up a movie of his own, but he spent a lot of time with us here in California.
So people often say to me how charming my husband Andrew is, how hot my boyfriend Andrew is, or how kind my oldest child Andrew is, and often in the space of just one dinner for 12 strangers. But in truth, Andrew really is a brother to me, and now he's more than an uncle to Neo and Rose. Because you've adopted him.
We have adopted Andrew, so he's a member of our family as well.
Welcome back, Neo.
We have a lot of family traditions.
Sorry. Rosie, it's you. It's going so well.
We celebrate Easter, Christmas, Halloween, and 4th of July.
Basically any holiday that involves a party.
My absolute favorite holiday tradition is one from our adoptive country, the United States. I love to celebrate Thanksgiving with a big meal for our family. And every year, I give thanks again for Neo and Rose, who made a mother of me.
And I'm grateful for my mom and my whole huge British, South African, American culture.
And I'm grateful for Wildwood. I don't know what the script is. And I'm grateful for Wildwood and our big multicultural Wildwood family. This is where we belong.
Thank you!